time of year, you're getting close to the beginning of the season, and you're starting to get excited about that. So, I think we've had a good preseason. We're experienced in some of the right places, and I think the new people that we're going to be counting on have acclimated themselves pretty well. So overall, I'm pretty happy. We're looking forward to the weekend.
We're looking good, especially after the last two scrimmage sets. We've been doing our thing, look better on defense than I think we were, especially at this point last year. A lot bigger and longer, cover space and help side much better. Moving the ball pretty well for the most part. There's only one point where we got stagnant. But I think everybody's just ready to start more than anything and just get this thing underway.
We're definitely excited, ready to start playing some games. It's been a long off season. We fell up a little short last year, so definitely excited to be back at it. And I think we're looking pretty good so far, so we have pretty high expectations for this year.
Dino's it's a big loss. I don't think you lose your senior starting point guard and not feel it. So, we're going to try to replace him with a freshman, Taylor Fortin, who's had a good preseason and has really, I think, acquitted himself quite well. And Victor Joshua, he's been injured in our preseason, hasn't played much, but I don't think he'll be that far removed from here. And Mark Schultz has been playing in that spot while Vic's been out. So, I think we'll get decent play from that position, and we're not looking to get senior play from that position. We're just looking to get people to get us in offense, to try to handle be our defensive quarterback, and I think all three of them will be up for that task.
It's definitely, it takes a little bit to get used to having different point guard without Dino, and especially since Taylor's a freshman and Vic has yet to have been able to do anything because he's hurt. It's more of a group effort now. Like, once we get into the offense, everything just flows pretty well, regardless of who is a point, who's not the point. Everybody kind of plays the same positions essentially. So for us, it's just making sure that we help him out as much as he's going to help us out, because last year it was all Dino who pretty much did everything. So now we have to contribute a lot more than we did last year to the team as a whole for what the point guard position is supposed to be.
I do think we could be strong enough in the other areas that we'll ask what we ask out of the position, like we have for as long as I've been here. So the other guys will play their position, and our point guards will play their position. I think we'll be fine.
All of my teammates have done a great job, especially with freshmen, making them feel comfortable from the second they step in the program. And we always have great leadership out of the older guys, which definitely made it easier for me right from the beginning, because they help you really adapt and adjust to everything that we're doing at a high speed. And I've been pretty impressed with our newcomers this year, because they've been adapting to everything we've been doing pretty quickly. They've been pretty quick learners on everything.
They're going to be fine. They're going to be great. They each offer something that we didn't necessarily have last year, or a different characteristic that is going to be brought to our team. I think we're going to be competitive this year. I think we're going to be a little bit deeper than we were last year, and who knows if that means more wins, less wins, but that's something we have to figure out. And just because we think we're going to be good doesn't mean we are going to be good. We still have to go out there and win games, and those three can definitely help us do that.
We already know what we're doing, and it's much easier for us to kind of help them out with what they need to learn. And most of them are quick learners, so we haven't had any problems like teaching them stuff, and they kind of pick it up real fast, and it makes our job a lot easier, because now rather than just focusing on helping them out, we can do our thing too, without having to worry about them as much. So I think it's good that they're quick learners, and I think we're doing a good job helping them out.
We're really filling some positions, so we lose Borelli and Nielsen, and we've been real happy with both Harrison Taggart and Kyle Green. So I think those two guys are going to immediately impact our team on the wing. So they're sort of taking Neal's spot, and then they'll back up Mike at the 4. Isaiah Nelson, we thought was really coming on last year, and Dom had such a good year that we couldn't find Isaiah any time. So he's had a good preseason. And then I'd say the two kids that have really gotten a lot better from last year. I'd say Ryan Hartung has had a wonderful preseason and has really put himself in the mix. And Mark Schultz has played great since September. So he had a knee issue over the summer, but we're really looking for Mark to take some minutes in the wing play. And I'm really hoping. I don't think we were very deep last year, and I'd rather play 8 or 9 instead of 7, which we sort of got caught playing last year. So it'll play out. You know, we haven't played any games yet, and I think in the end our depth should be a positive thing for us this year. I think our goals are very similar. You know, we have a team that should compete for the regular season championship again. We have a team that can certainly win a league tournament championship, which this group has not done yet. And we'll compete for a regional berth. You know, I think those are consistent program goals, and I'd be a little surprised if this team doesn't compete for those. You know, now injuries or what kind of years guys have, I'm not sure, but those are fairly consistent program goals from one year to the other, and I think we're on target for those.
Win another regular season, win an A10 championship, like tournament championship, win the regionals, get ourselves into a position where we can make some sort of real run at the whole thing, and just not have any breakdowns anywhere during the season. You know, just keep it steadily rolling like the way we did when I was a sophomore. It went from one to the end and just happened to end poorly at the end. But
take it one game at a time, go into every single game fully focused and ready to go. Don't take anyone lightly, so we can build up as many wins as we can. We started off pretty slow last year. We kind of went into the year a little overconfident, I would say, and we learned real quick that you can't take anyone lightly because every single team has a lot of talent and a lot of good players. So if you go into any game lightly, anything could happen. So we gotta go one game at a time, focus in every game, so we can just win.
We really have to take it one game at a time. We're not looking past Bridgeport or Dowling right now. You know, we're going down to, you know, Connecticut this weekend, and we have to come home 2-0 because last year at this time, you know, we didn't start off the season the right way. You know, all the picks before the season, you know, any 10 stuff, national stuff, they really doesn't mean anything. You still have to go out there and win games, and that's what we're worried about right now. Starting off 1-0, 2-0 this weekend, and then we'll go from there.